Hey, what's up YouTube? This is CaptainChurrr, and I'm here to bring you guys the latest episode of How to Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. I believe it's episode 7, not sure, but today we're doing Kozmo. I've already done a video like this. It's called Kozmo Deck Profile Update, and in brackets it says the commentary version. And that was when I did the Fire King Island variant. So I explained how Kozmo kind of works there briefly, and I explained, Fire King Island combo. But I'll just for the sake of the series, I'll make another one. But I'm going to use my latest update to explain. I'll try to keep this as short as possible. I hope I can make things clear, but it's not hard to understand Kozmo. You just have to read the card effects. It's self-explanatory. It's just how you use the effects that anyone can play. A lot of people that I've played online, when they use Kozmo against me, they make a lot of misplays because they're not really understanding the effects. So hopefully I can make that clear in this video. So all muddled up here, take it back to the start. So just to get things, I've already said this multiple times. Make sure you read each card effect yourselves. I'll quickly go through each of the cards, then I'll explain a little bit about Kozmos, and I'll show an example at the end. So here we go, we got 3 card of Mines for consistency. Don't really care about the discard effect, because we can always bring back our parts, our ships. We got 2 emergency teleport. It's just to turn out our level 3 or lower pilots, mainly Tin Can, and in certain situations you'll need a Sword Trooper, Farm Guild for OTK, and Sword Trooper and Strawman. Those pilots are our combo extenders. Then we got 3 Kozmo Town. You want to see this card as soon as possible. It helps get back your banished Kozmo monsters and add them to your hand, and also you can unbrick your hand. So if you got Kozmo monsters that you can't get in the field, you can shuffle them back into the deck and then draw whatever the amount that you shuffled, you draw that amount of cards. And also when Kozmo Town is destroyed by a card effect, you can search another Kozmo card from your deck, add it to your hand. So if you want Kozmo Town to stay on the field and it gets destroyed, you can just search for another copy. So that's simple. And then you got 3 Pot of Jewelry for the consistency. Pot of Jewelry helps you dig through the deck, and these 2 cards together, it really keeps the consistency of the deck. Then you got Call of the Hornet, bring back your ships primarily, but different situations you can get your pilots as well. Then you got 2 Chaos Trap Hole in the main deck, it's just for the meta. And then you got Cosmojo. It's one of the best cards in the deck. You definitely want to use this trap card when you have a ship on the field. It targets a Kozmo monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, banish 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard. So it's really powerful. If you know your opponent's got a card in the graveyard, you don't want it there, you can banish it with Cosmojo. And since Cosmojo destroys one of your Kozmo monsters, it's really ideal if you have a ship to get that float effect off. And then you got 2 Oasis, just for more monster reborn. You can add a 3rd copy if you want. They've got 2 Solemn Strike, 1 Warning. We don't max out on the strike because we already got Chaos Trap Hole. And Kozmo monsters, to play Kozmo deck, you are going to be using the effects, and the effects, some of them have a cost, and the cost is life points. So obviously you're not going to resolve your whole Solemn Brigade and then your both Chaos Trap Holes, because you'll lose because you won't have any life points left. But you don't have to really worry about life points. This is just here for consistency, so you consistently have a negate, and you gotta pick your timing on when you wanna use it. You want to use it when it's gonna halt your opponent's play. It's gonna stop them from going off on their combos, and you have to pick a specific card and not just any monster effect. You don't want to resolve Solemn Strike or Chaos Trap Hole, but knowing that your opponent can keep on going after you negate it. So you got to be smart how you use it. Then you got the free ships of Dark Destroyer. When it's normal special summon, you can pop a monster on the field. Kozmo Farm Guild, this card pushes for OTK, so when it inflicts battle damage, pay some life points to add a Kozmo card from your deck to your hand. Got Kozmo Forerunner, cannot be targeted by opponent's card effect, same as Dark Destroyer. And then during your opponent's standby phase, this card gain 1000 life points. This is the card effect. You got Kozmo Landwalker. So the reason why I run Landwalker, I wouldn't recommend to run Landwalker and other builds, but you know, it's personal preference. But definitely a demise deck. Sometimes you're just not going to have cards in your hand, and you need that Landwalker, so you can choose. You know, if your opponent's got a board wipe effect or effect that pops cards, if you want your Kozmo talent to stay on the field, you can choose Landwalking can dictate what Kozmo card gets destroyed instead. And then you got the 2 Slip Rider. When it's normal special summon, you can target 1 spell trap on the field and, you know, destroy it. It's really good. So level 5 light as well, and that helps us go into our infinity when we need it. 2 Sword Troopers, a real good solid combo extender, and also brings back, it can bring back our Dark Lady. It's really powerful. If our Dark Lady's in the grave, you can pay life points to special summon it, or any psychic type Kozmo, so basically our pilots. Strawman, you can pay life points, then target one of your banished Kozmo monsters, special summon it. The effects are negated, but you know, it's still good. And also it's destroyed during the end phase. So you definitely, when you bring a monster back with Strawman, you definitely want to bring back a ship. Because during the end phase the ship will be destroyed, and then you get that float effect off. Then you got the free Tin Can, really important. You want to see it first turn, and this card gets the deck rolling. You need to see this card as soon as possible. This is what gets Kozmo rolling. You go first, normal summon this card, and just pass. It's just that simple. So once per turn during the end phase, you can pay life points, reveal 3 Kozmo cards with different names, and this includes the field spell and the trap. And then your opponent randomly picks one, and for you to add to your hand, and the rest gets sent to the graveyard. So if you open up with like Call of Haunted and Oasis, ideally you want to send ships to the grave, or you know, if you got Sword Trooper in hand, you want to send some pilots like Dark Lady or Strawman, so Sword Trooper can bring those pilots back. Yeah, it's pretty. This card's really good. And then you got Dark Lady, just negates the monster effect. In the mirror match, so if you're in a mirror match, the first player to bring Dark Lady on the field, you're already gonna win. So Dark Lady is a really important. It's a part of like the win condition in the deck. Like, you get Dark Lady out, it's really powerful. And you know, I know it sounds like silly when I say it, because it's just a monster negate, but it can also banish itself to special summon a ship from your hand. But that monster negate back with, you know, your solemn strikes, and that it's just really powerful, really powerful. And when you're cleared your opponent's board and you got like ships, farm guild, definitely want Dark Lady on that field as well, so you can negate those hand traps when you attack for game. My headset. I need to get a new headset. I hate when it does that alert. I'm not sure you guys can hear it, but it's just telling me that if I wanted to keep my headset on or not. Just stupid. But anyway, that's the main deck, and now we're going to go over ships and pilots. So pilots are Tin Can, Strawman, Sword Trooper, Dark Lady, Farmer Guild, and they're your psychic Kozmo monsters. And their effect is during either player's turn, you can banish this card, and you can special summon one Kozmo monster that's, so basically like for Farm Guild, you can banish it during either player's turn, special summon one level 4 or higher. So you can't banish Farm Guild to special summon Strawman, because Strawman's not higher than level 3. So Tin Can go into Strawman. Strawman can't go into Tin Can, if that makes sense. So Tin can go into any of these monsters here. You just banish it and special summon whatever these monsters are in your hand. Strawman can't go into Tin Can, but it can do the rest for the same of these cards, and so on and so forth. So that's pilots, right? And then you got ships. So when ships don't have that effect, but what they do is when they are destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can banish the ship. So in Dark Destroyer's case, since it's a level 8, and when it gets destroyed, hits the graveyard, you can banish the Dark Destroyer, and you can special summon any level 7 or lower Kozmo monster from your deck. So that's pretty much every Kozmo monster right here. And then for Forerunner, since Forerunner is a level 7, when it's destroyed you can special summon any Kozmo monster that's level 6 or lower. So that's Landwalker, Dark Lady, Slip Rider. And then when Landwalker is destroyed, it's a level 5, so your Slip Rider is your Dark Lady. Then Slip Rider, when it's destroyed, you can go into sort, you know, so on and so forth. So that's the difference between ships and pilots, and that's what makes Kozmo really strong. Because if you start with a pilot, you float your way up to, you know, the highest level, Dark Destroyer, and then when Dark Destroyer is destroyed, you just float all the way back down. And you're able to return whatever Kozmo monster you banished to your hand through Kozmo Town. So it's just constantly you're going up to level 8 and then back to level 1, back to level, you know, it's just constant, you're floating between levels. For example, let's say you had Tin Can, Cosmojo, and your opponent, let's say you had Tin Can, Cosmojo, and you had Dark Destroyer in your hand, right? You pass, your opponent puts some back row and normal summons a monster. You can banish the Tin Can, get the Dark Destroyer out, use Dark Destroyer's effect to pop their monster, so their monster is destroyed. Then you activate Cosmojo, destroy your Dark Destroyer, and banish one of their back row. Let's say they had 2 back row cards, so you banish one of their back row, and then since Cosmojo destroys a Kozmo monster, Dark Destroyer's effect will activate, banish itself from the graveyard, and then you can go down to Slip Rider, switch summon the Slip Rider from your deck, and then Slip Rider, when it's special summon, target 1 spell or trap card on the field and destroy it, and then you can destroy the second back row, the face down spell or trap your opponent has, and you just cleared your opponent's board, and that all happened during your opponent's turn. So that's like the power of Kozmo. That's why it's one of the strongest decks. And all these other cards, like, you know, Solemn, the Chaos, the Negates, Cosmojo, really good interruption. And pretty much not only is Oasis and Call of Haunted, not only do they just, you know, bring your monsters back from the grave, but since your Kozmo, you know, especially your ships, if you special summon it during your opponent's turn, it's constant interruption. It's, you know, it gets really ridiculous. And you got multiple, there's just multiple ways, the consistency is here. You know, you got your teleports, you know, Kozmo Town, you can just recycle your resources, and then, you know, your Sword Trooper brings back your pilots from the grave, and it's never ending. Strawman can bring back your pilots or ships from out of play, and then Card of the Mines, Apology Ali, everything mixed together just makes this version really consistent, really powerful. And that's the main deck. Extra deck, it's pretty irrelevant. Sometimes you need to go through some of these cards like Durandal if you need to. Infinity, you just need 2 Slip Riders, go into Nova, Infinity. Then you got, sometimes you might need to go to Olivier to get one of your pilots. Number 23 for game, it's just there. Same with 38. You really don't go into the extra deck, it's just there, it's just for situation. And the rest of these cards, they're just one of Cherry's targets, and I'll explain that soon. Side deck, free system down. I know that in my past Kozmo deck profiles, I've had other side deck choices. You can add them if you want. Like, you don't have to have the same one, but you know, definitely if you know that you're going to play a mirror match against a Kozmo player, you want your side deck a completely different than this. Obviously you wouldn't want Cherries, or It depends. You might need that Master of Restrict. Depends. Because kaijus work pretty good against some of the Kozmo monsters, especially ships, since if your ship gets kaiju, the grave effect doesn't resolve. But anyway, we've got the system down for Kozmo, for the Kozmo ships. If you're going against Kozmo, you definitely want to side cashback. If, you really want to. That's a card, because as I said before, in a mirror match, pretty much the first player to get Dark Lady on the field, it's pretty much a win. Especially if that player goes first, spots Dark Lady, and has the right ships in hand in the back row. It's really, especially if those back row has cashback, it's just too hard for your opponent to get over. Then you got the Twisters. If you're playing back row heavy decks and you're going second, you want to side in Twisters. Then Master Restrict for Monarchs, Kaijus, Magispectors, any deck that tributes a lot. Then you got the Thick Veiler. It's just a really good universal hand trap, but it stops Monarchs primarily. Like, this is the Monarch killer. And then Vic Veiler works good against Lantian Mermails and stuff like that. Then you got the Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. So I'll read this card's effect. I've already gone through this card through multiple other deck lists. A lot of people still get confused. During either player's turn, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you discard this card. You can discard this card, reveal one card in your extra deck, then look at your opponent's extra deck. Also, banish all cards in the extra deck with the same name as that reveal card. You can only use it once per turn. So if you're playing against Burning Abyss, you activate Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries before they make the Dante, especially some of their Burning Abyss monsters. You want to activate your Winter Cherries and you reveal your Dante, then your opponent has to banish their Dantes, and that cripples any Burning Abyss player. And also you definitely you don't want any Burning Abyss player to make this card. It can slow you down. And just the other cards, just situational, like if you play play a friend that plays Super Quantum, you just want to choose this card, and not only get rid of this card, I find this card problematic than the other two, Super Quantum or Beast, but you get rid of their boss monster. They can't make their boss monster. And same with Raid Raptors. If your friend playing Raid Raptors and you play, take one of the cherries can take out the Falcon, and that should be a game. And then you got other cards like if you're playing Draco Powers, Idolized Magician. This is the card you definitely want to get out of the way. You don't want any Pendulum deck bringing this card out. This card kills Kozmo, and Dynastar is here as well. Dynastar is really, Dynastar can save a lot of Pendulum decks, help them store, and helps their first turn balls really powerful, especially if they got this card, Kiran, other monsters on the board. Then you got Gem Knight, Seraph Knight. This is just here because a lot of people online right now, the last time I actually played, I won't say right now, I'll say that last time I played, a lot of people are playing decks with Brilliant Fusion. So Gem Knight, I put Gem Knight, Seraph Knight there. And then a lot of people still play Blue Eyes. It's still the most popular deck online. So you take care of their spirit, you got a good chance. It just makes things easier. Yeah, that's pretty much the deck. So I'll show you how it plays. Yeah, and I knew this deck was gonna be, this video was gonna be long. So hopefully I'll go back to shorter how to play episodes. But I knew this is definitely gonna be 20 minutes or something like that. So I'll show you how it plays, and then that'll be it. So you want to go first. We'll just see what hand we get. So 2 Kozmo Towns, that sucks, but we did get Tin Can. We got an Oasis, so it is a decent. It's pretty decent. Definitely the best just getting free cards. The free card, like if you open these free cards, you're in a strong game state. That's Tin Can, Kozmo Town, and Card of the Mines. That's like, that's the real power card. Like, so I actually set this in a real duel. I wouldn't set this, but I'm gonna set it anyway, just in case, you know, I have to banish my Tin Can. So right now, I don't have any Kozmo ships or pilots in my hand, so I definitely want Dark Destroyer in my hand. I don't want Forerunner, because I got an Oasis. What's a card I could use? I could use Cosmojo. I don't want any low level pilots because I'll choose Dark Lady. So basically, if I get the Cosmojo, that's pretty cool. And if I get the Dark Destroyer, it's cool. I just chose Dark Lady just in case I I chose Dark Lady because I want it in the grave, because I got the emergency teleport here. In the emergency teleport I can special summon Sword Trooper to bring that Dark Lady back. But now I got, yeah, so now this is the best time to use my ship. I should have waited. I should have waited. What I mean by that, I should have waited for him to attack. That's the habit that you want to use Cosmos, because you can use Silver Card, but you could have used it anyway during he was going to attack. But you want to get into the habit of doing these interruptions while your opponent starts the battle phase. So he uses that while it's my board. So we activate Cosmo Dark Destroyer, and we will go into oh no, actually we'll go into Slip Rider. And then we will destroy our Kozmo Town. Then activate Kozmo Town's effect. And we will add a Soul Trooper. Since he used that spell, I'm pretty sure Blue Eyes can't attack. Yeah, that's how it works. And now we pretty much have game, because you just go Kozmo Town. And then we can return our Dark Destroyer from out of play and return it to our hand. Then we normal summon the Sword Trooper, emergency teleport, we bring up Farm Girl, then we use Sword Trooper to bring back our Dark Lady. Then we banish the Sword Trooper. And use Cosmo Dark Destroyer, and then we just destroy the Blue Eyes. And here it's game. Then when Farm Girl inflicts battle damage, you can add a Cosmo monster to your hand, so you can just add another Dark Destroyer. And since your pilots can banish itself and special summon a Cosmo monster from your hand, this is why Farm Girl is the card. This is the OT, you know, you get this card in the field, you most likely got an OTK. And see how I attack with Slip Rider. Oh, here, I'll do it here. I'll attack with Cosmo Dark Destroyer. And if you want, let's say if our opponent had more life points after we attack 3 times there, let's just say he had more life points, right? You can banish Farm Girl. and go Kozmo Dark Destroyer. And then you can destroy the this card here. Then it resolves. And then you can go Slip Rider. Slip Rider, activate the effect, destroy the Kozmo Town. Activate Kozmo Town's effect. And then you search another Dark Destroyer. And then you can attack with Dark Destroyer, attack with Slip Rider, attack with Dark Lady, and then you can banish the Dark Lady, special summon Dark Destroyer, and this Dark Destroyer can destroy any of these pilot ship or any of these ships and then float into a pilot or another ship. So that's how Kozmo kind of works. So yeah, I'll just show you, just for example's sake. Banish that, get that. And let's say you really attacked with this Dark Destroyer, destroy it, then, you know, banish it, then just go into Forerunner. Forerunner's got 2,800 attack, you know, and you haven't attacked with, you know. So I hope this made it clear to people that didn't know how Kozmo works. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you play it. It's simple, it's easy, it's not hard to understand. So yeah, this video is like 20 minutes, so that's the deck. I'll leave the link to the deck profile video in the description. I'll leave, and in that deck profile, in that description, it's got the deck list, it's got the, you know, the links to the cardhub.net, and also on my Facebook page I got the screenshot and the written deck list also there. And yeah, I'll be, not this week, I'm actually going to have another week off gaming. I'm just burnt out. For those that watch my update video, which will be uploaded before this one, you'll understand my reasons. But I'll get back to, I'll try and push through all the deck requests next week, and I'll upload some random videos for this week, including this, you know, this one. So my next how to play will probably be Atlantean Mermaids, probably. That'll be my next how to play episode. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.